Wow, it is you in the flesh.
What's up, Tori?
Legendary.
Don't give me my shot. I deserve more.
Oh.
Hey everyone, this is D-Vyne and welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating life and career of none other than the multi-talented Raven-Symoné. From her early beginnings as a child star to her diverse career in entertainment, there's a lot of juicy bits to cover, so let's get into it. Raven-Symoné Christina Pierman was born on December 10th, 1985 in the vibrant city of Atlanta, Georgia. She showed a passion for the spotlight from a young age coupled with undeniable charisma. Her parents saw her flair for the spotlight and encouraged her to explore her talents. By the age of 3, she had already appeared in advertising campaigns for brands like Ritz Crackers and Fisher-Price, showcasing her photogenic charm to the world. It was clear that she was a natural in front of the camera. But it wasn't until 1989 that she got her big break when she was cast as Olivia Kendall on the hit family sitcom The Cosby Show. Originally, she auditioned for a role in the movie Ghost Dad, starring Bill Cosby, but she was considered too young. Bill liked her so much that he created a special role for her on The Cosby Show as his step-granddaughter, Olivia. Her chemistry and endearing interactions with her on-screen family quickly won the hearts of viewers, turning her into an instant fan favorite. This role catapulted her into the spotlight and laid the foundation for her future in the industry. In 1992, after a successful run, The Cosby Show came to an end and Raven-Symoné was left to figure out what came next. She started working on her singing career that same year after signing with MCA Records, getting vocal lessons from a then unknown Missy Elliott. Her debut album, Here's to New Dreams, was released in June 1993, but it flopped due to low sales, so she was dropped by MCA 2 years later. 1 year after The Cosby Show ended, she landed the role of Nicole Lee on the sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper, where she would remain as a series regular until the finale in 1997. During her time on the show, she had her first film role in the classic comedy The Little Rascals as Stimmy's girlfriend. Soon after, she was cast as Karis Doolittle, the oldest daughter of Eddie Murphy's character in the mega-hit comedy Dr. Doolittle, later going on to appear in the film's sequels. Determined to make her music career happen, despite her previous flop, Raven-Symoné's father started his own record label, Ray Blaze Records, under which they released her sophomore album, Undeniable, in May 1999. But album sales were worse than the first. In an attempt to promote her album, she went on tour as the opening act for NSYNC, but I don't think that helped much. That same year, she starred in Xenon Girl of the 21st Century as Nebula, the loyal best friend / trusty sidekick of the film's main character. This was her first production ever under Disney and a pretty big win for her, as it put her on Disney's radar and led to the role that cemented her status as a household name. Raven-Symoné's career soared to new heights when she landed the iconic role of Raven Baxter on the Disney Channel's hit show That's So Raven in 2003. She played the role of a quirky teenager with an extraordinary secret. She could see glimpses of the future. Her character was relatable and funny. Her antics, wild predictions, and hilarious disguises made for some seriously memorable TV moments. This role put the spotlight on Raven-Symoné, and she was able to truly shine for the first time as the main focus of a successful TV show. That's So Raven also provided much needed diversity to Disney Channel, which was flooded with shows like Lizzie McGuire and even Stevens. According to one of the show's creators, in 2001, Raven-Symoné originally auditioned for the role of the comedic best friend character, Chelsea Daniels. At the time, the working title for the show was Absolutely Psychic, but after they filmed the pilot episode, the test audience audience responded so well to her that the producers were impressed and rewrote the entire show with her in the main role. The series was then retitled as That's So Raven, and actress Annalise Vanderpool was cast as Chelsea instead. That's So Raven became the first Disney Channel series to have 4 seasons and 100 episodes. It also launched the channel's first spin-off series, Cory in the House. That's So Raven came to a natural end in 2007, mostly because the actors were aging outside of their target audience, so it made sense for them to move on to other projects. Raven-Symoné never gave up on her dreams of having a successful music career, and with her connection to Disney, she now had several opportunities to try and make her dreams come true. In 2003, she recorded a cover of the Stevie Wonder classic Superstition, which was used as the main theme for the film The Haunted Mansion, based on the Walt Disney theme park attraction. She signed a record deal with Hollywood Records, a Disney-owned music label. In the following year, she dropped a 5-track EP which was meant to promote her third album, This Is My Time, which she released later that year. One of its singles, Backflip, received heavy rotation on Disney Channel. The album did okay. It was her first one to be featured on the US charts, and 4 songs from the album were featured on soundtracks for other Disney films. Raven-Symoné was booked and busy in the early to mid 2000s. There's no doubt about that. In addition to her role on her hit TV show, among other roles, and her music career, she took on another iconic role as Galleria Garibaldi in The Cheetah Girls. The film was about 4 teenage girls living in the city with big dreams about becoming superstars. Now, when I tell you that movie had me in a chokehold, and to this day I know every word to every song. It was another huge hit for the Disney Channel, establishing a franchise with sequels, merchandise, video games, and platinum-selling soundtracks. It was lucrative, but it was not without challenges, as rumors of behind-the-scenes drama and conflict came to the forefront. Just like her character, it seems like Raven-Symoné may have gotten too big for her britches, and with so many strong personalities on set, there was bound to be creative differences. I think her co-stars Adrienne Bailon, Sabrina Bryan, and Keely Williams felt like sometimes it was more of the Raven-Symoné show, and that can cause tension. She was a much bigger star. She had more pull with the Disney Channel. She also had a lot more opportunities coming her way. I'm sure it didn't help that someone had pitched the idea of a Cheetah Girls TV series to ABC, and due to Raven-Symoné's busy schedule, the idea was scrapped. She appeared in the Cheetah Girls sequel and did some small appearances in other Disney Channel TV shows, but when they decided to make a third Cheetah Girls film, she opted out. A lot of fans were confused by her absence because, as much as the other girls might not want to admit it, she was technically the Beyoncé of that group. She later revealed that she decided not to appear in the third film because she felt excluded and ostracized on the set of the second film. It was hard for her to connect with the other 3 girls because I feel like they had bonded in their struggle. After her exit, the franchise came to a natural end because it just wasn't hitting the same without her. She got her first leading film role in the 2008 comedy College Road Trip starring Martin Lawrence. She played the role of Melanie Porter, a college-bound girl who plans a girls-only trip to check out universities, but her overprotective dad, played by Martin Lawrence, decides to tag along for the ride. She continued to work with Disney as a voice actor, among other acting roles. She also released a self-titled 4th album that same year before announcing that she was parting ways with Hollywood Records. So it just seems like at every turn, this music thing wasn't working out. Despite taking a break from her music career, she continued to take acting roles on and off the Disney Channel. It wasn't until 2011 that she starred in her first TV show in 4 years, State of Georgia, on ABC Family. She played the lead role of Georgia, a performer from the South who moved to New York City to make it as an actress, but that was short-lived as the show was canceled before the year even ended. She did announce that she was continuing to work on her music, but nothing much came from that end either, so she put her music career on hold. She took some time off from acting in 2013 to focus on her education, getting an associate degree in fine arts at the Academy of Art University. That same year, she also found herself in the spotlight once again as she came out publicly as a lesbian. In response to news that many states had legalized gay marriage, she tweeted, said, "I can finally get married. Yay, government. So proud of you." She later had to clarify that while she had no immediate plans to get married, she was glad that she could now do so if she wanted to. Before her announcement, she had always kept her dating life fairly private, so needless to say, fans lost their heads when she dropped the news. She publicly dated model and Empire actress Asmarie Livingston for around 3 years, so she had finally started getting a little more open, more comfortable about exposing her romantic life to the public. During an interview for the video series It Got Better, she revealed that by the age of 12, she knew for sure that she liked girls. But she didn't feel comfortable telling her parents, and she knew she couldn't come out. She'd already seen how hard it was for her older peers like Ellen DeGeneres. She couldn't risk the brand she worked so hard to build because she thought people would be like, "Oh my god, little Olivia is gay, that's crazy." And I guess the thought of that reaction horrified her. But years later, when she'd accomplished all she needed to, she finally felt safe being honest about who she loved. No more hiding behind fake boyfriends to keep up with an image that just wasn't real. It's a little confusing though, because then she got up on Oprah and was saying that she didn't want to be labeled as gay, that she was just a human who loved humans. She also added that she was an American, not an African American, which opened the floodgates on Twitter because people thought she was denying her ancestry. She later tried to clear up that statement, saying she didn't say she wasn't black, but I don't know if it made much difference. That definitely changed the way a lot of her fans viewed her because they still haven't let up on the clowning in 2023. But back to what I was saying before, I remember this big rumor when I was a kid that she had a secret baby, and her ex-co-star Orlando Brown didn't help matters. Around the time he started his rap career, in one of his songs, he said some messy stuff about Raven and an alleged deleted fetus.
They might run for president, killing me, it's like Raven aborted my baby, go crazy insane.
He did go on Vlad TV later on to deny those claims.
Yeah, I said it's clearly a play on words and it's a metaphor.
But the fact he even said it in the first place is sus. But then again, he's been going through some stuff with them substances, so I don't know how much weight we can put on his statements, cause he really be tweaking, so do with that what you will. After several guest host stints, it was announced in 2015 that Raven-Symoné would be joining the daytime talk show The View as a co-host. Right off the bat, there were problems. Raven later claimed that she felt catfished by the producers of the show because they told her that when they revamped the show, there was no longer a political focus. It would be about pop culture and fun. But boy, were they wrong if that was the case, and Raven just constantly found herself fighting for her life on that show. She made a lot of offhand comments that just rubbed viewers and her co-hosts the wrong way. Like saying she wouldn't hire someone with a ghetto name.
I'm not about to hire you if your name is Watermelon Andrea. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna hire you.
No,
But that's not your fault. That's not their fault.
I would be such a beautiful King Kong cliche, by the way. I'm letting you guys know. It's like,
No, is that mean? Is that mean for me?
Which ultimately led to an online petition to have her fired from the show. She tried to excuse comments made by a former Univision host comparing a certain former US president's wife to the cast from Planet of the Apes.
But some people look like animals. Is that rude?
girl, half my family does.
So when she finally announced that she was leaving the show in late 2016, I know there was a collective sigh of relief from a lot of viewers. And there were rumors that she was just not getting along with some of her co-hosts as well. So this was best for everyone. At the time, she claimed that she was going to be too busy with the Disney Channel spin-off Raven's Home, following the life of Raven Baxter as an adult, which she was also executive producing. But we all know that they just wanted her ass gone, so this was just a sad attempt to save face. Like many child stars, Raven-Symoné has faced her fair share of challenges. She's opened up about the body shaming she faced during her time on television. She revealed that as a kid, people would fat shame her. Even on the set of the Cosby Show at the age of 7, she was being told not to eat food on set because she was getting fat. Like, why would they do that to little Olivia? She was constantly being pressured to watch what she ate, and she continued to face these issues on every single TV set. Her whole life was based on what the entertainment industry wanted. They controlled her hair, the way she dressed, the words she spoke, everything. She expressed that she wishes she was living now as a younger person because she probably wouldn't have developed so many mental health. But even with all this, Raven-Symoné is still out here making it happen in 2023. She surprised fans by marrying social media manager and influencer Miranda Madej back in 2020. In 2021, she once again shocked fans after dropping 30 pounds, telling E! News that she wanted a long life with her wife and needed to be in the best health possible. She occasionally releases music but doesn't seem to be pushing it in a major way right now. She's been very present on social media with her wife. They have a podcast together called The Best Podcast Ever that you can check out on Spotify. She almost got into it with Whoopi Goldberg though, after stating on the podcast that during her time on The View, Whoopi gave major lesbian and stud vibes and that she basically used to be kind of into that, secretly hoping that she was. She jokingly coaxed Whoopi to come out right there and then, to which Whoopi clarified that she wasn't in fact gay. Oh, and most recently, Raven-Symoné's claimed that she is psychic. So there's that. And there you have it, the captivating journey of Raven-Symoné from her adorable debut on The Cosby Show to her current status as a Disney Channel legend. What's your favorite Raven-Symoné memory? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time.